They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for.
It's caught inside the 25. For a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Raiders nothing. Michael back.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards.
It's a game.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it was brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
This is Jones, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. One will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's set away. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Tackle made by Tanner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
As he throws there, incomplete.
For Darius Slayton, incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Chargers 14. Raiders.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of his zone, but it'll be second down.
10 yards.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the 5-yard line.
Herbert. The open man is Westbrook. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Herbert. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota flush to his right. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flushed out right. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. Looks right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Extra point.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's third down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. He'll let this go deep for one. It's caught inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. That's caught by Waller out left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Chargers, 17.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
To the air again, Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Carlson on for the
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That's complete to Slayton. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's no his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Alan Lazard. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota again. Lets this go for Renfrow down. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Raiders 21. Daniel Carr.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, good-looking return set up here. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
For the Chargers.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The 2nd half starts with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
19-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Tough one there. 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
This completes a hit over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Easton Stick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the extra point.
Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
A gain of 33.
What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Desmond King on the tackle.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
6 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Number 11,
Henry Ruggs.
Touchdown.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Daniel
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Raiders 28. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 37-yard line. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 22.
4 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Stick back to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Aaron Jones. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And down it goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
12 more yards there and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
At the 48.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
18-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And you get caught in between and created a foul.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? This is caught, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Michael Badgley lining
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball... The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
7-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
again it's Jones.
The 46-yard line.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
17 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun is Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just what we wanted, a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.